Shalom. Um, this is about Isaiah 9:6. Let's clarify something that has not been clarified to the Christian community and to the Messianic Hebrew roots community. All right. Isaiah 9:6. Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Now, when I was a Christian, and many of you out there, and many of you Messianics still believe this. Well, pretty much all of you, if you're a Messianic, you would have to believe this. If you believe this to be a prophecy being foretold, it's actually not. It's actually telling us, unto us a son is, first of all, it says is born, has been born, okay? And his name is Wonderful Counselor, Mighty. You know, when you're reading all that, Mighty God, the word is Hezekiah, or which is Hezekiah. 2,730 years ago, okay, so 2,730 years ago, Jerusalem was destroyed by Assyria, okay? It's a big war, and they needed hope, and this son had been born, and it's Hezekiah. That's what it's telling you. It is not telling you anything about this New Testament Messiah. Okay, so when you read that name Chazak, it's like might, strength. And I don't know all the Hebrew words yet. I'm still learning the Hebrew tongue. Okay, my point is to say this. When these videos that I'm doing are about how Christians and how Messianics, Hebrew roots, you don't follow the rules of engagement when you're having a debate with somebody. You cannot stay within the context, or you put some kind of supernatural, mystical, basically magic, or into the conversation, some kind of straw man argument. Like, say, oh, he's God, or he's the mighty one, he's the mighty of mighties, you know. Couldn't he do this virgin birth? There is no virgin birth there. It never happened. We've established that from Isaiah 7:14, 15, and 16, when it tells you about the young woman shall be with child. There's a whole bunch of other verses that speak on the same principle of a young woman, basically. I don't know how many scriptures there are with the word Alma in it, but the word is Alma, not Bethula. Bethula is definitely a virgin. A woman has been untouched who does not know a man, and that word was not rendered in the 14th chapter of Isaiah, the 14th verse of chapter 7 of Isaiah. It's just not there. Okay. So when you're trying to use Isaiah 9:6 as one of your go-to verses, you failed. You failed, totally failed. All right? Give up your idol. That's what these videos are about. I had that idol for years. I couldn't figure out why it was so hard to have a debate with somebody without it getting chaotic, without it getting really contentious, without there being divisive words, without it getting anger even stirred up often, because it would seem like somebody was just pushing my buttons. And a lot of you know what I'm talking about. When you start going into being humble, how can you be humble with somebody that's just baiting you, that is just totally, you know, like have this syrupy sweet tone? It's just not there. When somebody's talking logical to another person, and then the person on the receiving end of what they're hearing is just coming back with improvisational arguments that like desperate arguments to try to win some kind of a claim. If I'm having an argument or a debate with you and I'm within the context of what I'm talking about, I want you to be right there too. Don't go off and trail off onto other. This is where narcissism comes from in the pulpits. I mean, it's somebody just totally this filter. You have all these filtered ideas. Well, he's God. He can do whatever. That's not what I want to hear. That's not what anybody else wants to hear that wants to stay within the context. Our Creator is not outside of time. Our Creator works within time. Every time you do something, notice I have to say the word time. Every time you do something, it's within time and space, if you will. And I'm not referring to a calendar. I'm talking about when you say he's outside of time, that's like saying, I don't even know how to even explain that in words. Anything that cannot be explained, you ought not to explain it, okay? Don't try to tell me that something like a virgin, like giving birth, can occur. How are you going to explain it? And that is not a sign. Virgin, there's no sign of virginity. You see a woman, you see another woman, you see a woman here, you see a woman there. Which one is a virgin, okay? Which one is a virgin or which one has gotten it on, okay? You cannot tell that just by simply looking at a clothed female sitting there. Their hymen. There's no sign that says, that says, okay, her hymen is not busted. Think about what you're saying. A virgin birth. It doesn't happen, okay? So that's clarification. Thank you for those who are listening, who actually care about listening to context, who actually know how to reason in the scriptures. That's what we're here to do, is reason. Come, let us reason together. Somewhere in the book of Isaiah, okay? Thank you, and shalom.